Welcome back to the channel, everybody. It's your friendly neighborhood Armenian back with another review. Today we're checking out the all-new 2019 Subaru Forester Sport. Question is it sporty enough? Let's find out. Cue that intro. Alright, so jumping right into it, let's talk about this interior. A mixture of leather points, cloth, and soft touch leather that Subaru's been using in all different trims in their models as of late. On the door panels you have this leathery material with this orange stitching, and what you'll see here is there's a theme of orange. In here it's just filled with orange. I guess it's supposed to signify that this is the this is a sports trim. This is a sports color. Orange is a very sporty looking color. Air vents here, you have orange stitching on the steering wheel, on the door panels, all the way across towards the passenger side. It's nice to kind of differentiate it from any of the other trims, just to let you know, yeah, this is supposed to be the sportier model in the Forester lineup. But basically the theme of this car is orange. Orange, orange, orange. Orange equals sport. So, I guess car manufacturers nowadays, not just Subaru, but they can't make up their mind is, you know, what color signifies a sport interior. Now, this is not a sports car at all. Let's be realistic. This isn't a car that you take on a track or, you know, want to go faster than a speeding bullet. Cloth seats, it's actually a mixture of suede material. In the center, it's just this cloth material. Sitting in the seat myself, it's very comfortable. I have no issues taking this car on longer trips, highway trips. Rear seats as well, it's the same exact material. Driver's seat does come with a 10-way power adjustable seating. However, front passenger is still a manually adjustable seat. You can easily sit 4 people in this car, 2 up front and 2 in the back. 3 people in the back seat. It may be a little tight for that 5th person sitting in the middle, but you can seat somebody in a pinch. I myself being about 5'9", don't really have any problem sitting in the back. If you're over 6 feet in this car, you will have no problem being the driver or a passenger. There is so much headroom. Honestly, with this sunroof up here too, it feels like I got a foot between my head and the roof of this car. The steering wheel is actually really sporty. Great thick bolstering, really beefy 10 and 2 notches, and the 9 and 3 grip is always perfect in Subaru's models. I absolutely love the way the steering wheel feels in my hand. Looking into the gauge cluster here, slightly sportier than your normal Forester. Big font right there in the tachometer, it just says sport. So yes, clearly this must be a sports model, but it's sticking to that orange theme, so the sport lettering is in orange. And around the tachometer and the speedometer, you can see there's an orange glow. And one big change from the 2018 model, you now have this really nice LCD screen in the center. So I have it on the digital speedometer. You can sift through your miles till empty, your average miles per gallon, tire pressure for each one of the tires while you're driving. The Forester Sport comes with the 6.5-inch infotainment screen standard. However, this one has the upgraded 8-inch infotainment system with the Harman Kardon sound system, as well as the EyeSight package. I mentioned this in the cross-track review that I did in a previous video. I'll put a link up there if you want some more details on the infotainment. But briefly, it's a great infotainment system. Awesome glossy screen. It's great to the touch. It feels amazing. Tons of options. As far as that Harman Kardon sound system goes, we can go ahead and test it out and see exactly what it sounds like. You have a really nice backup camera as well. You can see very crisp and clear on this 8-inch screen here, and you get a lot of beeps and sensors and things going off, you know, letting you know you're gonna hit something, or if there's something in the area that you can't physically see yourself. it'll let you know. Like I mentioned before, Subaru's making it really, really hard for you to hit anything or get into an accident in this car with their eyesight system, and their all their sensors that they're putting around the car does an awesome job. Right above the infotainment screen, you also get this nice LCD screen. It's standard in a bunch of Subaru vehicles lately. You can sift through a bunch of options, so it'll show your eyesight items, your clock, your differential, and essentially what's going on with all of the wheels and tires and suspension as you're driving the car. There's a customizable triple gauge cluster, and you can basically sift through your all different types of gauges, your water temperature, oil temperature, you name it. Very, very cool. I like knowing what's going on with my car. Small things like that make me happy. The car comes with a huge sunroof, panoramic style sunroof here, and the entire sunroof actually opens up as well. Thankfully, the Sport Limited trim here comes standard with automatic climate control. AC standard, obviously, so I won't get into too much details with that. As far as storage capacity goes, it's your standard storage here. You have a nice bottle holder here on the driver and the passenger seats, as well as a mat pocket. You have a small little cubby here underneath the climate control knobs, and it's actually nicely rubberized here, so you can place, I guess, a small phone or a wallet. There's a small cubby area behind the cup holders, and then you have your armrest here. It's padded really nicely, really, really cushiony, leathery armrest. Feels great. You have, again, that orange trim here as well. Piece does actually come out, so you can remove it. It becomes a deeper cubby with a 12-volt outlet in there. Plenty of storage space, cargo space in the trunk. This is a hatch. It's a Forester. What more can I say? Tons of space. Seats also fold down, 60-40 split, so if you really need that extra space, drop those seats down and you can fit a ton of stuff in this car. So the 2019 Forester Sport here gets the enhanced 2.5-liter 4-cylinder boxer engine that has 182 horsepower and 176 pound-feet of torque, which is essentially 12 horsepower more than the previous model and about 2 pound-feet of torque more. Bump for a naturally aspirated motor. Obviously nothing to go crazy over. So you also get slightly larger rotors in the front, so it'll help with your braking. Aside from that, you also get a couple of electronic features here. You can change it around with this SI knob over here in the center. Standard snow and dirt mode here. You can swap to a deep snow and mud. The differential basically smartens up and keeps your car in a consistent pace without you having to interfere manually and hit the throttle or the brake until you get down to a safe area. This car is equipped with a CVT automatic transmission. There is no manual transmission option available, unfortunately. I know this would have been a much more fun car to have the manual transmission. However, Subaru does not offer that option in this trim. Gear lever here in manual mode, you can shift through paddle shifters here. This car is equipped with a keyless entry system, so all you need is the key in your hand, and it does come equipped with the push start function, so all you got to do is put your foot on the brake and go ahead and hit that push start. Car starts right up. Just taking the car on a brief drive to see how it kind of handles. So as this being the Forester model, it's definitely higher off the ground than other Subaru trims. Going down the slope over here, having absolutely no problems whatsoever. Car feels great. Now, for this being a sports trim, the suspension does not feel stiff, doesn't feel hard. It's pretty comfortable. We're gonna get into some bumpier, pothole filled gravel area. Now, for this being a Forester, you'd expect it to feel like a big car. It doesn't feel, although it's very spacious and roomy in here, it doesn't feel big. Being a sports trim, it's really nice and quiet. Let's see how that extra 2 pound-feet of torque thrusts this car. Woo! Not too bad. For what the car is, it's a pretty fun car. I could definitely see myself having a good time with this, basically using it as my daily commuter, having fun with it on the weekends, going off-roading. I hope you all enjoyed this quick video review of the all-new 2019 Subaru Forester Sport. If you did, go ahead and hit that like button. Let me know your thoughts. Leave a comment below. What do you think of the car? If you are new to the channel, consider subscribing. Got tons of content coming. Got lots of car reviews coming, quick looks, first looks. Got tons of content coming on personal car projects as well. But as always, thank you all so much for watching. See you next time. Peace.
Whatever you do